NVDA, as I expecting, NVDAs are going up, so we did a really nice small pullback on all of them. Look at this rip. I think NVDA is 221. AMD is already at 96. I'm gonna get out completely on AMD, guys. So I'm all out of my AMD position at 95.90, and then NVDA. I'm just gonna get out of NVDA. All right, good morning, everybody. This is Andrew trading after for a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't trade it on Monday, but I know that Thor and Brian did an amazing day, and Thor actually posted the recap. Today I had a really nice day. Today market was really flat at the open, and then it just pulled up. I had a really solid day. I still have AMD, I still have a little bit of NVDA, and yeah, I'm pretty happy on this situation here because I took some long on NVIDIA 213, added more on VWAP, and just we're gonna probably, NVIDIA is probably gonna get hit 221. So far, yeah, really good day, $12,000 for me, which is, I'm more than happy to book this and call it a day for me. So how was the trading? So again, as I mentioned, the open really wasn't really moving. We were looking at the market to see what's going to happen. NVIDIA really sold off, and I noticed that the 1350 is a very strong support level. And I decided to take the trade down into this side. I took a fairly big size because I wasn't expecting it such a move like that. If I knew it was going to bounce like that, I would have taken a small size. But I was expecting maybe pop up a little bit and I get out. But the suddenly market bounced from that area. In that situation, my stop loss was just maybe 50 cents or 75 cents down. But I just bought right at the low of the day and went up, and I see that the movement of the market and everything is happening. I started adding on the VWAP, dropped. It was my break-even point was somewhere around here. I didn't get break-even, and after that huge squeeze, I noticed that now the whole market is shifting, and I started added heavy on that, and as you see, we're gonna here as well. So I'm still in there at I still have 159 shares. Let's see if you can get to 221 for fun. So that's the situation here. What's the situation in AMD? AMD was also, moving pretty much the same move, but AMD, what I noticed that is just ripped higher through the VWAP, and then it started doing a consolidation for the break toward 95. I went long. I took a bigger size on AMD, like 10,000 shares, and it's a fairly big size. Popped up, it really couldn't go to 95, and I got out of it. So what I could do potentially is wait and see that ABCD pattern actually forms. So I could essentially wait here and see if you can form this ABCD pattern, and then enter again. And that's exactly what I did. After I touched the moving averages and I saw this moving averages are really holding, I went back again heavy for the break of high of the day. I've added more heavier and just went up, and I'm still in there. I think potentially we can get to 96 or R3 here. So that was a really nice move. So this one I got out almost at break even, and then we got this really beautiful move on that. So what you could do, and this is not the move that it's only for semiconductors, it's pretty much the whole technology sector and market did that rip. Like you could trade potentially TQQ, and I did try to trade it at the open, but with a small size I got stopped out, but eventually I missed the big move on TQQ. But you could possibly trade TQQ as well. But in this particular case, NVIDIA had a much much-nicer move, and I really enjoy trading NVIDIA more than that. I know Brian had a really clear trade on short and plug right around here at 27. So Brian, if you want to.
Yeah, no, that was, it was weak. It was weak in the open, actually. Norm had shorted it actually in the pre-market, got a really nice move on it. So I was watching it, and I was waiting for an opportunity to short it as well. And when it did that little pop up and touched the 9 moving average around 27, that's where I went short on it as well. So I was able to get a nice move on that one. Yeah, and the other trade I did was Oxy. Oxy was gapping down, looking weak into the open. It popped up to the VWAP at the open, so I shorted it there. That's a classic rising devil trade, and it sold off, and I partialed out. But then, then I got sort of, and then the very last bit of it, I got stopped out when it started moving back up here. So anyway, yeah, that was those were two of the pretty much trades I did today. So yeah, good day overall.
Yeah, good day overall.
Yeah, like you,
QQQ technology
yeah,
is still ripping higher. So definitely a risk on day. IWM is also ripping
yeah,
higher. SPY is also higher. The market is just ripping for no reason. And well, very, very
yeah,
interesting to see where it takes us for the end of the day. The volatility is so high these days that I wouldn't be surprised if we close, minus 3% today. It's just these kind of things. Yeah, Disney is also moving up really significantly. NVDA, as I expecting, NVDAs are going up. So we did a really nice small pullback on all of them. Look at this strip. I think NVDA is 221. AMD is already at 96. I'm gonna get out completely on AMD, guys. So I'm all out of my AMD position at 95.90, and NVDA. I'm just gonna get out of NVDA, whatever that we're getting in there here. All right, guys. So that's a very, very solid day situation. And a very important announcement, guys. So we have the Peak Capital Bootcamp. I was going to explain that. So it's a very intense 3 months bootcamp. And the purpose of that is to make sure you're having 2 or 3 strategy, very well documented, very well tested, and you build your trade book. Because strategy is just one part, but the trade book is how to execute it, how to manage it, how to find your strategy. And it's a very intense 5 hours, 6 hours per week, with your captain, with your team captain, presentation, from the psychology, from fundamentals, like Thor is going to come with the advanced modules of level 2 and volume price analysis. And the information is at peakcapitaltrading.com, and go there. And if you are doing really well, and if you have a spot, you can potentially trade for me. I'll give you an account to trade. But the purpose of that definitely should not be just getting a seat. The purpose of that bootcamp, because we did that mistake in the first bootcamp, we said, okay, you know what, it's a competition, we hire the best trader, and a lot of people didn't get as much as they were supposed to get, which was the whole education and mentorship. We priced it really low, and you need a little bit of experience. You don't need to trade for 2 years, but at least a couple of months, how DAS works, what are this the strategy and that type of thing. And it's actually good that you started early, because you don't get into the habit of over trading and stuff. And then there's a private Slack channel, there's private mentorship sessions that we have, and I think it's a very good value. There's a lot of testimonials in our YouTube channel that I can just post it, or you can just talk to people in the community and see if it's something that you want to do that. I think we want to limit the numbers, because again, we don't want another 1,000 people in another community. It's just a very small group of people that they can work together. And then we had actually John and Peter and Dima and Ayman and Mike and everyone actually get a chance to talk to them individually and see how they're trading. So it's very, very important for us to keep it very small. So there's still spots left. We opened it over the weekend, and it's still already 50-60% full. So if you want, guys, come. Yeah, that's it, guys. And I'm looking forward to working with you guys in this one. Maybe in this one we can have an in-person too. Everything is online, and all the times are in the afternoon, in the evening. And everything will be recorded. There's a library of education and webinars in Peak Capital website, but potentially maybe we can have some private webinars in person too. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, so that's it. Looking forward to see all of you guys here. NVIDIA is to 221. That would be really nice if I can sell some here again. And that's it, guys. Have a good day. And Brian, anything from you?
Cheers. Yeah, no, this was definitely a risk-on day, and and I think Andrew just got 221 on his NVIDIA, but we've had we've had a lot of selling the last couple of weeks, and you just can't keep going down forever, and every once in a while you'll get these good decent rallies. So I think we're seeing that today.
Awesome. Ciao, guys. See you all.
All right.
Tomorrow morning in chat room. Today, a webinar. We have the webinar. So check the Bear Bull Traders webinar, guys. We have a bunch of really nice webinars this week, setting it up for you. Have a good day, guys.
Cheers.